So thank you, Richard. Okay, notorious Italian mafia boss Matteo Messina Denaro has died, in fact, in custody at the age of 61. He was being treated for cancer. The mobster was arrested in January at a clinic in Palermo after 30 years on the run and was serving a life sentence. He was one of the last of the generation of powerful mafia bosses. He once boasted he could fill a cemetery with his victims. He also oversaw racketeering, illegal waste dumping, money laundering and drug trafficking standard mafioso boss practices. Let's speak to Sergio Nazzaro, who's an expert on organised crime and a former spokesperson for the president of Italy's Anti-Mafia Commission. So this gentleman, Matteo Denaro, had an interesting and colourful life, and it's now over. Sergio, what would you say about what he did to Italy?
Good evening. First of all, thank you for the invitation. First of all, it's closed an important chapter about organized crime in Italy. The death of Matteo Messina Denaro really closed a long story, but of course he brings with him many secrets that was the season of massacre, 92 and 93 in Italy, where were killed Judge Falcone and Borsellino. And after there were several bombings around Italy and other innocent people was killed. And what did happen, which were the agreements between some part of the Italian state, secret service, political world that after it shows with these 30 years at large as a fugitive, Matteo Messina Denaro. So we close a chapter, but we have not all the answers.
As well as the unanswered questions, there is a question about the strength of organised crime in southern Italy still. I mean, I've done some work with a group called the Organised Crime and Corruption Reporting Project, and they've focused on the 'Ndrangheta side of the mafia as well. I mean, how strong is organised crime in Italy still?
How strong is organized crime around the world? Organized crime has no more borders. We have to understand deeply this concept. Of course, we react all the time because Italian state knows very well the problem, knows how bad is this cancer. And we fight it back. Every day there are operations, really big operations by law enforcement. Judges are on the front line. But the main problem is that, of course, that mafia doesn't stop on the border of England because there was Brexit, or doesn't stop on Switzerland because there is a border. So we need a unique response from all the actors because it's very simple. The good guys, the bad guys, or we are not going to stop this so-called organized crime that is corruption, and it's all about money and business.
But Messina Denaro was a real old-style godfather, wasn't he?
In a way, yes. But also, on the other hand, he was a kind of a new boss. He liked a very lavish lifestyle. He was not Provenzano Rina, retired silent. He was keeping quiet. He liked a very nice lifestyle. And on the other hand, he was a symbol for the mafia, of course, but he was not the manager of the day-by-day operation. So he died, but mafia still keep going. And it's more dangerous because it's extremely silent. We really didn't understand now, and also the investigators, the judge are trying to focus who is the next boss online. And if there is going to be just one, as it was before, or there are, a circle of powerful men, that they are away from the spotlight. Because in the end, Matteo Messina Denaro was under the spotlight for 30 years. Everyone was looking for him anyway. He was on the run, but was always on the news. So he was not really good for business.
I see what you're saying. Yes, the people who lurk in the shadows may be able to operate with more impunity. Sergio Nazzaro, an expert on organised crime, speaking to us there about the death of the Italian mafia boss Matteo Messina Denaro. It is 12 minutes